You're watching The Daily on Shaw TV. I'm Kelly Robinson, temporarily filling in for Kate Bergen while she's enjoying some summer holidays. And today we're at Parksville Beach, where they have the sand sculpting competition. Of course, it's been around for as long as I can remember. It's a huge attraction. We're going to find out a little bit more about that in a bit. Here's what's coming up on The Daily. Jen Moranitz, she tells us pipe organs are making a comeback. Jocelyn Matwee drops into a free skin cancer screening clinic. And our island chef is making chicken tacos. Terry Church tells us how Chemainus is celebrating the arts in the summertime. But before any of that, Annette Lucas says Vancouver Islanders are being asked to participate in the largest ever cancer prevention study. You're watching The Daily on Shaw TV. I'm Kelly Robinson, and here now with Cheryl Dale, who is the president of the Quality Foods Canadian Open Sand Sculpting Competition and Exhibition. And yes, I'm reading it off your shirt, Cheryl, because it's a tongue twister. Tell us a little bit more about what it all means.
Oh, you know, what this means is a wonderful opportunity for residents of Parksville and Qualicum and the surrounding area, and for visitors from all over the world to come here and witness an amazing feat with sand and water and what they can do to create amazing sculptures.
These are definitely amazing, like not like the typical sand castles that I could build on the beach. Is it a special kind of sand?
It is.
It is. Tell us about it.
Okay, so the secret is that the sand for doing this kind of work should have a certain amount of clay in it. There needs to be a certain percentage. Not a whole lot, but we all have to test it in advance. So if we just went over to the beach and picked up some sand and tried to sculpt with it, it would be more difficult. There would definitely be a collapse because there's just not enough clay. So we, with the help of Ozero Sand and Gravel, they've been really great over the years with the sand sculpting competitions. We get sand from them. They source it from a separate pit here on the island, and we test it to make sure there's a certain amount of clay. And so with that, it works.
And is there anything that, like, I know we had some major rains since these were built.
It's
what
true.
did that do?
These are magic sculptures.
Really? They don't have to be rebuilt?
No, they don't have to be rebuilt. But this is the trick, is that we use an environmentally friendly wood glue mixture with water. So it's about a 20% mixture. And we put them in these sprayers, and then we just put a nice fine mist over the surface of the sculptures throughout the first week. Each day we spray. And so if you can actually knock on those sculptures and it's rock hard, really. So when the wind blows and when the rain hits it, it doesn't make a difference. So it's really great. In fact, we've had people take a portion of the sculpture home and put it in their garden. They spray it a little bit every once in a while, but it's been there for like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Because, you know, me and Kate Bergen were talking about, hey, all this rain, what's happening to the sandcastles?
Yes.
I'm quite surprised, actually. Another thing I've noticed is people have these little coins, and there's the little boxes to put them in. And is that sort of a rating thing? People get to vote?
Yeah, these little poker chips is what we call them. And what they do is, when people come through the gate, they have an opportunity as part of the People's Choice Award at the end of this exhibition. They have the opportunity to vote for their favorite sculpture. And then what we do is we announce who those winners are, and then we award the sculptor. And it's a really coveted award for the sculptors because they really do care about what people think about their sculpture, and they love to get feedback and love to have that recognition.
Yeah, that People's Choice one is the one, isn't it?
It's the one.
You know, I would have such a hard time because I've only looked at a few of these and they're amazing.
Yeah, they really are.
We're going to take a break now. Jocelyn Matwee is going to check out a free skin cancer screening clinic, and we'll be back with more. You're watching The Daily on Shaw TV. I'm Kelly Robinson here with Cheryl Dale, president of the Quality Foods Canadian Open Sand Sculpting Competition and Exhibition. Cheryl, tell me a little bit about these people that are doing the sand sculpting.
Well, you know what's wonderful is it's like, for us as the organizing group, it's almost like family, because many of them come back every year. And so about 80% of the sculptors, and they're from all over the world, they come back to Parksville because they love Parksville. They're treated really well here. They love the sand, the quality of the sand, and they love the surroundings. So those people that are, you know, return sculptors, they come from all over. They come from the US, they come from Canada, several in BC, one from Prince Edward Island. Quebec, a couple of sculptors from there, and we have one from Mexico. Well, actually, he was born here, or he was raised here in Parksville, and he's living in Mexico now. And then we also have some from this year. We had a sculptor from Australia and one from Spain. So it's always great. We always have a European representative here as well, so it's fun.
That's great. And you were saying that it's teams.
Yeah.
And specifically, maybe we could talk about this team here and some of the challenges they must have faced.
Oh yeah. Well, this team this team here called the Orbital Sanders. They're all come up from Seattle, Washington. And they actually are all retired architects. Some of them are still working in architecture, but they're retired architects, and so every year we're really interested to see what they design. I mean, their level of detail and their concept and their scale is always just so amazing. And they always put an element of fun in this one. This one's called Backyard Battle, and it's just so much fun to see how they mix the human element with the fantasy element, and they've done a great job this year. But they're a great group of guys. They always say, you know, Cheryl, we don't know how much longer we can do this. We're getting old, and this is such an athletic feat.
And it is, isn't it? It is. Because it's quite the height on that one.
It's really high. They have to, you know, scoop sand and shovel it up there. You know, that's probably, what, 15 feet high there. So they're tired on the first day, what we call pound up, when they actually have to pound sand and water and all day, and they have to shovel it up high into their forms that they build. So, you know, they look around, they say, see those young guys over there? We don't know how much longer we can keep this up. But you know what? We love when they come back every year because they're such a crowd pleaser.
And they get 24 hours, so broken over 3 days to do this.
Yes.
It's amazing the transformation that you must see.
It's amazing. You know, we never know what they're going to create. Sometimes we give them a theme to work with. This year we didn't. We just left, you know, their creativity up to them, and we're always impressed with what they do create because we're always captivated and we love it. And it's great to hear what people have to say because people get to vote. So it's always great to hear their comments.
Yeah, I still have to, even after seeing a few more, I don't know how I could pick. They're all great. Thank you so much, Cheryl. We're going to take a break now and find out how to make chicken tacos with our island chef. You're watching The Daily on Shaw TV, and we're here at Parksville Beach today for the Canadian Open Sand Sculpting Competition and Exhibition. And as you can see from the little map behind me, it's attracting people from all over the world. There is lots to see. If you haven't seen it yet, you owe it to yourself and your family. Bring them out. It's amazing. You will be amazed. Thank you for watching this edition of The Daily. I'm Kelly Robinson. We'll see you next time.